Alright, Daygaze, Yeti, are you two ready? I'm pretty sure that's the spot that we need to go to get the sample, at least for Valedale Lake. But it looks like the path to behind the waterfall that's over Valedale Village is blocked off by some rather familiar looking thugs. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Star Stable Online, where Daygaze, Yeti, and I are on the loose trying to solve a very horrible mystery of who has polluted this lake and the waterfall over Valedale Village with some sort of magical concoction. My theory, it's definitely dark core. I mean, just look at that. It's a dead giveaway. They probably just recycled the uniforms. It's kind of ridiculous. But it's probably dark core, and they're probably digging up something magical. I mean, just a few days ago I was talking about how magical and refreshing these special waters from Iceland were that we had, and if these waters are anything like that, purified through volcanic rock, from fresh springs that have been untouched by any force for so long, then it's probably pretty potent stuff, and I could understand why someone would want to steal it. And now that I think about it, stealing water is kind of a theme of GED and their thugs, since they did take over Mistfall's lake too. That is too much of a parallel to ignore. But alright, it looks like I won't be able to follow the path up there to get to the waterfall over by Valedale as I was hoping, but that probably means there's another path behind Avalon's house that I just missed. So let's get this sample over here, and it does look like Mr. Anderson is ready to talk to us about how to possibly do some fishing to try to help the health of this lake. So we'll talk to him, and then we'll take the trailer back down to Valedale Village and see what Avalon has to say about the sample that we're collecting. But alright, let's go ahead. I wish I could just bop this thug over the head. And just what do you think, Dark Core Guard? I mean, that's literally what his name tag says. They couldn't be any more obvious if they wanted to be. Alright, test tube for Valedale Lake. Let's go ahead and fill up on this poor water. It's probably not safe to drink, I'm afraid. Alright, you can see Daygaze has actually been getting stronger. We did do a lap around the lake just to be sure. Can we just go ahead and, like, jump over the fence? Ah, nope. Hey, don't smack my horse. Silent guard, Mr. Rude. Oh, Yeti, are you okay? He probably gave you a little smack on the nose, too. He is so rude. Alright, well, we'll head back this way. He doesn't even want to deign to, like, bother speaking to us, rude dude. And let's see. We need to get back over to Mr. Anderson. At least we have some of the water now, too. Oh, gotta push past all these pine needles. A test tube with a water sample from Valedale Lake. Alright, well, we need to do something with this water. And at least it came straight from the waterfall, so we can definitely make sure that it wasn't contaminated with something along the lakeside, and it was to do with the actual source. Let's see, if I can just figure out how to get... You know what? I think we went backwards. We're going backwards. Daygaze, we need to go ahead and go this way. This lake is a little bit trickier than I thought, so we need to turn around. Otherwise, we're going to be stuck going on this trail for quite a while to do the whole loop. I know, Yeti, that probably sounds like fun to you, but we have work to do. And then once we get to the other side, can I actually shimmy this way? I think we can shimmy this way. Alright, come on, Daygaze. We're gonna go ahead. Come on! There's no need to be nervous. I know the water probably smells terrible to you. But let's wiggle this way and get ourselves over around the lakeside. Nice, good job. Through the bushes and back to Mr. Anderson, who has been taking care of the nice fat worms that we brought him. And I think today he's finally ready to teach us how to actually do a little bit of fishing, which would be so cool, especially if we can restock this lake and keep it safe. But then again, now that we know that this is magic influenced water, I'm not sure if it's right to toss some fish in here. But hey, maybe they'll turn out to be really cool magical fish. Maybe they'll talk. Here it is, my old fishing rod. It could tell you a few stories, you know. Once upon a time, I was a great fisherman in Fort Pinta, oh yes. But what were we talking about? Yes, new fish. Unfortunately, I don't know where we can find Valedale fish, except here, so I suggest you go on a fishing trip. One thing I do know is that only Valedale fish like worms from the mountain pass. Don't ask me why, but I can guarantee that when you get a bite, it will be a Valedale fish. I have marked some places on the map where you should have some luck. Good luck. Alright, thank you very much, Mr. Anderson. I will try to bring back those fish. Thankfully, it has to do with being along Silver Song River anyway. So, I guess we can catch 2 fish with 1 worm by going ahead and going back to the village. Alright, let's go to the village. Let's gather ourselves up some fish. We'll go and search, I guess, yeah, behind Avalon's house. It would make sense if there was another path to the waterfall, at least close enough that we could get a sample over there. And then turn it all into Avalon and see what he has to say about this mystery. Alright, let's go ahead and come down here. And you would think you could fish at the pier, but we cannot. Okay. Well, and also Silver Song River, you apparently will not allow me. Oh dear. I'm very sorry I got stuck in a rose bush, Degaze. Apparently it will not allow me to walk along the bank there as I thought it would. So, about face, this is fine. I've got this. I can figure this out. Ah! Beach! Oh, I'm so excited. This is gonna be my very first time fishing. I should probably have some, like, better clothes on for this. Do I have anything else? Gray winter coat, a Christmas dress. I really do need to change my outfit if we're gonna be doing this. This is funny. Soft gray mittens. Do I have any other pants? There we go. Champagne colored smart pants. And the exclusive Christmas jacket. Pink science top. You know what? We are doing science. I do kind of feel like wearing my science top for science. We also have the red winter trench coat. That kind of looks like a fishing thing. I do feel like I need to be in a new outfit. Gray winter coat. Alright, this is kind of cute. This kind of reminds me of being dressed for fishing. And we do have an old fishing rod now. It's all I have on me. And when you have limited choices, at least that makes things a lot easier. Alright, so let's see. There's a few fishing spots along the riverside. And if we go far enough, we might actually... Is this a good one? Okay, we probably have to be on the other side for that, unfortunately. But if we go far enough down the river, we might actually come to... Yeah, the bridge. Alright, up we go, Degaze. Good job. I think we're gonna have to go over to Silver Song Bridge, and down by the bridge for the river, we should actually find... Alright, I'm gonna have to turn up this way. Gosh, this is a little bit of a detour, isn't it, Yeti? But I guess that makes sense. Just walking along a river's edge is probably not the easiest thing in the world to do. And I wonder if they're ever going to do anything with the abandoned cottage. What would I turn it into if I could turn it into anything? What would you guys turn that abandoned cottage in the forest into if you could turn it into anything? Maybe like a bird rescue. I mean, look, there's a lot of birds overhead. Those ducks were so happy to be cleaned up and set free. I would be very happy turning it into a bird rescue, actually. Especially if there were owls. And then you could have owls as companions to fly with you. That would be amazing, the way the seagulls do. I guess there is the seagull rescue, so having more bird rescues might be a little interesting. But hey. You know, you gotta flocks of a feather flock together and all that nonsense. Alright. Oh, look at these cute little trees. Are we here? We are. Okay, Degaze. This is my very first time fishing. I have to admit, I am pretty darn excited. I wish I wasn't wearing these mittens. They do give me a huge boost, but I'm going to take them off for just a moment. I'm going to settle in with a fishing rod. And... I got a fish! We have a real Valedale fish! Oh my gosh, I am so excited. How many do we need? That's a good question, actually. So, let's see. I guess we have to... I mean, one is clearly not going to be enough to repopulate an entire lake. So we probably should go ahead and search for the fish along all of the points where we can. I think there's one other fish we can get on the side. That's like, just wait a second! Wait a gosh darn second. Degaze, why is it that we cannot go one day with you without stumbling upon yet another star? Oh my gosh. It's like everywhere we go with him, we discover more stars. You are truly a star yourself, Degaze. I cannot believe it. Could you please look at the camera? I cannot believe how amazingly lucky a horse he is. Everywhere we go together, it's just stars, stars, stars. He's amazing. All right. And he doesn't even like fame. He's like unintentionally collecting fame by gathering all of these stars. He just wants to do his job and to arrive where he knows the line between duty and showing up happens to be. Perhaps that's honor. I wonder if that is honor. Where you know you have a responsibility and a duty to a greater cause, a greater good, and you actually show up even though it's a little hard. I wonder if that's actually what being honorable is all about. Ooh, I didn't expect it. Apparently fishing. Look at that! I saw a fish! Come on, Yeti, we've got this! Another one! Oh, this is so exciting. And now we can ride over to the other side of the river, which is where we want to be anyway. Let's go ahead and ride straight up. But yeah, I didn't expect fishing to like bring out the poet in me, but can somebody please maybe jot a note for me and put it in comments? Because that was really insightful and I'm quite tickled that I thought about that. Honor. That line where having a responsibility or a duty to do something and then actually showing up to do it happens to be. Wow. Diggies, I think that you're definitely a very honorable influence for sure. Alright, let's go ahead and grab this last fish. We're not doing so bad for our very first fishing together, guys. Nice, nice, nice. Thank goodness. Alright. And now, oh, there you go, Diggies. Now we just need to catch one more fish. We will be done with all of the fish. And then we will need to go and collect the sample from the waterfall. So I'm going to ride back over to the village and we'll catch that final fish and then see if there is a path behind Avalon's house that will guide us over to the waterfall and get the sample that we need. Ah, here we go. The final fishing spot. And this is just such a beautiful location too. I wonder if we'll ever meet whoever lives in that little mill because that is just such a charming place. Maybe I'll start looking around and just imagining what it would be like if I lived in one of the homes here in Jorvik. As it is, I guess I just live in stables as we ride from place to place. Where do I sleep? That is a good question. I think I probably sleep over at the common stables. And I guess anywhere that I happen to be with my horses is the right place to be. Or maybe the My Stable will eventually allow us to have even more furniture, which would be so cool. And then we could really start decorating it. But alright, let's go ahead. With the final fish in hand, we do actually need to come back here and speak with Avalon really quickly. I'm pretty sure we'll find a way. We already went to the top of the waterfall. We already tried going up above the waterfall. So let's try going maybe around the base of the waterfall and we'll probably find the spot where we need to gather the test tube sample and take it to Avalon. Alright, let's wiggle this way. Come on, Yeti. We're doing a good job if you ask me. I'm pretty sure we can get to Avalon if we go this direction. And this is actually really fun because I haven't spent a lot of time over on this side of Valedale Village. So it's nice to spend some time here. Where you're actually from, now that I think about it, Daygaze. Alright, and then let's just see. Yeah, there's a path right here. And the path leads... Of course it was that simple. But you know what? We found a star, and we found where Dark Core has actually set up shop at the base of the other side of the waterfall by searching in the wrong place. So it was not a wasted mission, and it was a lot of fun no matter what. Alright, now we have all of the pieces. Let's go ahead and take these to Avalon, and we'll see what he says, and if he has more work for us. Alright, we'll wiggle this way, and then wiggle this way, and then finally around the corner, and ha! Avalon! We have the sample from the waterfall. Excellent. It will be interesting to analyze the sample you brought. So the water is green at the lake too, I see. I will analyze this test sample too. What? There was a roadblock there? A guard in a green coat? That sounds like Dark Core, all right, Saga. Dun dun dun! Oh no, he has to think about it! I need to analyze these samples, Saga. Please come back tomorrow. Alright, so Avalon has to think about the sample analyzation that he needs to do. I really want to be able to help out more with this. But hey, we have our pockets full of flopping happy fish. And so we can we can efficiently help out the lake, which makes me very happy because I have been carrying that pun around in my head for days, trying not to forget it. All right, let's go ahead and ride over. Ooh, spotty butt horse. Absolutely gorgeous. And we're just going to pop back up to the lake, and let's see what Mr. Anderson wants to do with all of these fish. Hopefully something really cool and dramatic, and it will look beautiful, and maybe they'll clean it up right away, or potentially tossing a bunch of fish into a magic lake is going to transform them in ways that we can't even begin to think about. Excellent, Saga. You seem to have a natural talent for fishing. Thank you. Take this bucket of fish and release them into the lake. Let's hope they like their new home. Thank you very much, Mr. Anderson. This will hopefully not lead to the fish transforming into something concerning. I'm sure this will be fine. A bucket full of fish for Valedale Lake. Alright, good luck, little buddies. Please don't transform. Oh, there they go! We have restored the natural order, or possibly just created a whole bunch of magic fish. Either option I can live with. Alright, Mr. Anderson? And that's done. Well done. Now we have to wait and see. Keep your fingers crossed. Oh, and now Mr. Anderson needs us to wait as well. So I guess that's it for today, my friends. I have done my very first fishing quest, and I am so happy that it had to do with actually taking care of the fish rather than turning them into a meal, which would have made me very sad. But if you could, do please leave a like to possibly cross our fingers either for or against transforming these fish into some sort of magical creatures. Look, they're already cleaning up the lake. I am so happy. Wow, they are indeed very efficient, you might say. And if you guys have enjoyed this and my thousands of other really terrible puns, do please consider subscribing to join us for our adventures, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye!